Brexit talks are expected to move on to trade negotiations in 2018 after EU leaders agreed enough progress had been made on key divorce issues. Bur Professor Minford warned Brussels might try to thwart Britain's attempts to strike new trade deals with non-EU countries. He said they will try and stop us as much as possible from doing free trade agreements with the rest of the world because that would undermine their exports to us. EbSRT UKBrexit news. Professor Minford warned the EU could try to thwart UK trade plans, but we don't need to take any notice of that. Professor Minford said Brexit will ultimately help Britain get rid of the trading barriers the EU imposes on member states, resulting in lower prices for British goods. Speaking to thwart UK, he continued, the key thing is that we have free trade with the rest of the world because that will bring down our prices and get rid of the trade barriers that the EU has put around us and prevented us from enjoying free trade with the rest of the world. We're out of the single market, so we can start to set up our own regulations gradually into line with UK interests. Of course, the EU can't stop that. The pro-Brexit academic suggested Brussels could offer the UK a Canada-type trade deal, a sensible decision which would see up to 98% of import tariffs lifted. Professor Minford added, hopefully the EU will also sign a Canada-type deal with us that gives us free trade with the EU. That would be very sensible from both points of view, both theirs and ours. Trade discussion between the two negotiating partners is due to begin at the start of the new year after Phase 1 of the Brexit talks were concluded last week. The conclusion of Phase 1 means that an agreement on citizens' rights, the divorce bill, and the Ireland border have all been reached.